My next question is, does everyone have a waiting list, or would you like to have a waiting list?
Oh, we would love
We
to
would
have
love to have a
waiting
waiting
list.
list.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
So, and then here's another question, just to kind of think about throughout the time that I'm talking, actually two questions. What are some of the biggest misconceptions that people have about childcare centers? Start to maybe jot those down, and that's something that you can utilize in your social media content. Um, and then also, when was the last time you posted or shared anything about your childcare center, or talked about it to anybody?
I do it all the time. I love it.
Okay. So does everyone have a social media page?
Mhm.
Okay. When was the last time you posted on it?
Days ago,
Yeah.
couple days ago.
Couple days? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You should be posting at least, I would say, every day.
Mhm.
You know, just so people can know and be aware that you're here, and that visibility is gonna help. So I'm gonna give you about 7 um, marketing and social media strategies to just think about incorporating in your business, and then I'm gonna give you 3 tips to hopefully help with your business. Um, so the first one is you want to build community and trust. Tracy touched on that a little bit. You want to let the community know what your child care center stands for, um, what are the ages that you take, um, if you have, certified teachers, or, just the trainings, and just letting people know that you have certified staff, and they're able to, kind of like we were talking about the disability, having someone, a couple people trained in that area. And that takes, I feel like a person has to have the heart and the compassion
That's
to
right.
want to
That's
work
right.
with
That's right.
children with special needs. So
Mhm.
that's just something else to really take into consideration when you are looking for someone to care for children with special needs, that they have to have that
Right.
quality.
Mhm.
Because if they don't,
Yeah, because you can't be trained to have passion and all
no,
that.
you
Right.
cannot.
Right.
You have to have a heart for it. Um, so also with the building community trust, do offer community activities. Maybe have a day where you open the center. Maybe it's a Saturday or a Sunday evening, and allow the community to come by and visit it.
Yeah, we actually did a coat drive, and
Okay.
then we did a carnival one time for our parents, so we do little stuff. Yeah.
And we have quarterly parent day outs on Saturday.
Oh, we started
Okay.
PTA meetings at the daycare. We started doing PTA
Oh,
meetings.
that's
The
good.
people come, do they come?
So I
Yeah, some
think
of them
more,
came.
probably more of what I'm saying is inviting the community, not
The
necessarily
community,
the
not
staff, but
consumers,
invite
but
the
just
community.
everybody. Mhm.
Yeah, invite the community in to
Right.
see,
Just kinda
because
like
not
we did the
everybody
coat drive. Mhm.
needs childcare or have it, or they may know somebody. Like me, I don't, my kids are grown, I don't need it, but I would attend because I know other people who have children.
Right.
So, you have to kind of start to think outside of the box on how you want to promote and advertise and market your business.
Mhm.
Um, so, like you said, you have the um, parent, the PTA, and have parents come in and do different activities. So, continue. Number 2 would be engaging current and prospective families.
Mhm.
So, you want to keep those parents engaged that you have, and then have them to invite other parents
Mhm.
to come in who have kids, or maybe a niece or nephew. But every time you have something, try to keep them in the loop. Like, hey, bring a friend,
Mhm.
and then ask them to share photos. Just encourage the interaction um, between the parents and the kids and the daycare teachers as well. Um, you want to foster a sense of belonging. That's going to help the visibility as well, because everybody likes to feel belonged or feel like they are needed or wanted. Um, so number 3 would be highlighting unique features. So if your childcare center offers something that no other childcare center in the city offers, you want to highlight that. You want to let people know, hey, well, we offer on Fridays we have food truck Fridays.
Right.
I think one of my daughter,
Yeah.
does some of her student teaching out at 3 Lakes, and on Fridays, they have
They
Food
are,
Truck
yeah.
Friday.
Yeah.
So maybe do something like that in the summertime, have a popsicle day or something where you're
Right.
inviting
Mm-hmm.
people in. But, I would suggest to do some things like that. And then on increasing enrollment, that can be easily done through social media, word of mouth, of course. You want to utilize some innovative and engaging tactics that help your center to stand out. If you have a student who is just super creative, highlight that child. You know, of course, with their parents' permission, highlight them. Because somebody else may need what they can do. You just never know. And also that can attract new families.
Right, it does.
So, and then as she was sharing all the bills, we know childcare is ever changing. Share those new rules, the bills, share that on your social media platforms, share that information with your parents. That also adds credibility to your childcare center. Because I had no idea of any of that, you know. So, but, and I actually worked in childcare back in 2005, I think, through 2008. So, I worked at Children's Lighthouse in Fort Worth. But yeah, it's, I really commend people who wanna do that. You know, I really do, because y'all are special people,
Yeah.
like really, as they say, y'all are God's special people.
For real. I'm telling you.
That is not my area anymore. But, also maximize your resources. Social media is free. We know everybody freaked out today because of TikTok.
TikTok.
I didn't.
Yeah.
But
It's
I
bad.
did get hurt when
It's
CapCut.
bad.
It's bad.
It's back.
So what they do, that
Yeah,
30
it's
day
back
or
now.
90-day thing, Trump said he was gonna do something to get it for
Well,
another
they
90
did put his
days.
name in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got it for another 90 or
bad.
30 days until
Yeah,
something.
it's back. I did kinda like when CapCut, I was like, oh my gosh, I edit all my videos in CapCut. But that just kinda goes to show, never put all your eggs in
That's
one
true.
basket
Exactly.
when it comes to
There you go.
social media.
That's true.
So I have decided I've never really solely relied on TikTok. I'm just now getting to where I can monetize off of it. So I was like, dang, it's gonna go away. But Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn are three of the top platforms to really be on. And when you think about LinkedIn, and if you're wanting to build and get more children, think about getting on LinkedIn, because all those people are professional. And 9 times out of 10, they have kids. So I would start to utilize LinkedIn more. I've made some amazing connections on LinkedIn. But yeah, I would really consider tapping into LinkedIn, because I think Mark, I think he owns all 3 of those.
Who owns
Facebook,
that?
Mark Zuckerberg, he owns, I
Oh,
think,
okay, on
Facebook,
oh, yeah.
Instagram, and I
I
think
don't know if
LinkedIn,
he owned it on
and
LinkedIn.
and I think LinkedIn
Oh,
as well.
That's
But I know
cool.
Facebook and Instagram, he owns those 2, but I think LinkedIn too. But those are 3 platforms that I don't see really ever going away, and that's just in my opinion, because they're American based. There's also a new app, it's called Fanbase, and a Black creator, he created this app, and it's an American app. It's still fairly new, but I joined it